to Cooking with Justin, and on this episode I'm going to show you how to make bourbon and brown sugar bacon. Hey guys, today we're going to be curing this, it's about a 4-pound 8-ounce pork belly after I trimmed all the skin off the underside and I trimmed off a little bit of the fat. Today we're going to do a bourbon and brown sugar cure. The main thing that you want when you're curing meat, you want to get you a pink curing salt number 1, and it's about 1 teaspoon per 5 pounds of meat that you're curing. I also have in my bowl here, I've got half cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of kosher salt, some black pepper, some onion powder, and some garlic powder, and I've got the curing salt mixed in as well. First thing I want to do is I'm going to take some of the bourbon here. We're going to pour it right over the top. Got a little brush here. We're just going to kind of make sure the top's coated real good. Then we're going to flip it over and do the bottom. Doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to cover the outside. Alright, so I've got that done. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mixture here. We're just going to rub it in real good. And what we're going to do once I get all this rubbed on here, I'm going to get my vacuum sealer out. I'm going to vacuum seal it up. We're going to put it in the refrigerator for a week. You may think a week's a long time, but we got this curing salt and all this kosher salt on here. That's going to kill any bacteria. And then at the end of the week, I'll take and I'll rinse all this seasoning off of it real good, and we'll get it on the smoker. We're going to do a cold smoking technique. Man, it smells so good. Okay, I've got the pork belly vacuum sealed. It's going to go into the refrigerator for 1 week. And one of the important things that you want to make sure you're doing when you're curing pork belly to make bacon, you want to make sure you flip the bag once a day. What that does is it just allows to make sure that both sides is sitting in the cure an equal amount of time. It kind of helps redistribute and make sure that every part is being cured.
Alright, today we're going to be cold smoking that bacon. It's been sitting in the cure for 7 days. And since I'm cold smoking it, we're not going to have a heat source, but we need a smoke source. So I have this pellet tube filled with apple pellets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to light the pellets with a torch. We're going to let the pellets burn for about 10 minutes and blow them out. And then we'll lay this pellet tube on its side. And this pellet tube here will smoke for 4 to 6 hours. And then I have a second pellet tube that I'm going to light. And when this one goes out, and we're going to let that one smoke. And we're going to do this total smoke for about 8 to 10 hours on this cured pork belly. Alright, I have my torch here. Hold it right there, and we're going to just let it light those pellets. Alright, I've got my pork belly on. I took it out of the vacuum sealed package I had it in for the last week. I gave it a really good rinse off. You can still see there's some pepper still clinging to it, but that's going to be okay. I've got an ice pan on the top rack that's going to help keep the temperatures in the barrel nice and cool. And as you can see, my pellet tube is smoking away nicely. See you back in a little bit. Alright, I've let the bacon smoke for about 9 hours, cold smoke style. I've got it wrapped in cling wrap. I'm going to put it in the freezer for about an hour. It will help make the slicing process easier. Man, I can't wait to fry some of this up. It smells amazing.
I sliced off a couple slices of bacon here. We're about to fry it up and try it out. Man, it looks really, really good.